This week at NASA. In his keynote address at the Aviation 2013 conference in Los Angeles, NASA Administrator Charlie Bolden shared a new strategic vision for the agency's Aeronautics Research Mission Directorate, designed to help address looming challenges in global air transportation.
We built our foundation on understanding emerging global trends, identifying the mega drivers for aviation that result from those trends, and focusing research on areas that respond to those drivers.
The updated vision uses NASA's aeronautical research programs to help America maintain its leadership in the sky and ensure aviation continues as a key economic driver for the nation. The same day of Bolden's speech, the Federal Aviation Administration announced a new computer software tool developed by NASA may soon help controllers better manage airline departures. While on the West Coast, the administrator also stopped by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory to check out preparations for 2 Earth-observing missions scheduled for launch next year. Bolden saw hardware for the Soil Moisture Active Passive, or SMAP mission, targeted for an October 2014 launch, and the International Space Station Rapid Scat instrument, set to launch to the ISS in April 2014. These missions will add to NASA's suite of space and airborne research that's helping us better understand weather and climate and improve life on Earth. On Mars, NASA's Curiosity rover captured the images in this animated sequence of the planet's 2 moons in motion, with Phobos, the larger moon, passing in front of the other moon, Deimos. It's the first time images from the surface have caught one moon eclipsing the other. A NASA study on effects to our climate from wildfires and other air pollution sources is underway. The studies of emissions, atmospheric composition, clouds, and climate coupling by regional surveys, or SEEKERS mission, got underway at Ellington Field near Johnson Space Center. The campaign, the agency's most complex airborne science study of the year, flies across the southern U.S. and uses observations from NASA satellites, aircraft, and ground sites. During an August 16th spacewalk outside the International Space Station, flight engineers Fyodor Yurchikhin and Alexander Mizurkin, wearing Russian Orlan spacesuits, installed equipment for the arrival of a new Russian module and completed prep work for the installation later this year of an optical telescope. They're scheduled back outside on August 22nd to install experiments designed to collect data on the effects of microgravity in low Earth orbit. NASA Administrator Charlie Bolden put a new spin on teaching at the 17th Annual Globe Partners Meeting at the University of Maryland University College. Bolden spins student Panupasu Pampek from Thailand to demonstrate the concept of mass and weight in space.
A 40-kilogram mass would be pulling on my arm.
GLOBE, or Global Learning and Observations to Benefit the Environment, is an international science and education program connecting students, teachers, and scientists to better understand, sustain, and improve Earth's environment. A flexible woven fabric heat shield is being tested at Ames Research Center. Called the Adaptable Deployable Entry and Placement Technology, or ADEPT, this design is based on a carbon fabric already successfully tested in the center's ArcJet facility. When used on a mission, the heat shield will be stowed in a more compact shape until deployed like an umbrella for entering a planet's atmosphere. Such a design would allow exploratory spacecraft larger than the Curiosity rover to successfully land on Venus, Mars, or other planets in our solar system. NASA and the Navy invited the media to check out key testing of splashdown recovery operations for the agency's Orion spacecraft at Naval Station Norfolk in Virginia. The stationary recovery test was designed to demonstrate and evaluate the procedures, hardware, and personnel used to recover Orion in a controlled environment in advance of a test in open waters next year. Orion is America's new spacecraft that will take astronauts to destinations not yet explored by humans, including an asteroid and Mars, and make its return to Earth with a splashdown landing. Orion will launch without astronauts on Exploration Flight Test 1 in September 2014. Sierra Nevada Corporation's Dream Chaser flight vehicle went through a series of ground tests on the concrete runways at Dryden Flight Research Center. The evaluations, which included a 60-mile-per-hour taxi tow test, helped the company assess the performance of Dream Chaser's landing and braking systems. Sierra Nevada Corporation currently is one of 3 companies working with NASA's Commercial Crew Program to restore America's capability to launch astronauts to low Earth orbit from U.S. soil. NASA's Associate Administrator for Space Technology, Mike Gazarek, was the keynote speaker at this year's Small Satellite Conference at the Utah State University in Logan. Gazarek gave an overview of NASA's Small Spacecraft Technology Program and the important roles small satellites will play in NASA's future exploration efforts. NASA's SmallSat program develops and demonstrates new capabilities that employ the unique features of small spacecraft for science, exploration, and space operations. Remote plant production technology for NASA's Deep Space Habitat prototype was demonstrated at Kennedy Space Center by student developers from the University of Colorado Boulder. The robotic gardening device moves plants under simulated sunlight for best exposure and feeds the greenery using robot arms. Future long-duration space travelers would be able to monitor the system via webcam. And that's This Week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, or to follow us on Flickr, iTunes, and other social media, log on to www.nasa.gov.